We're here with head women's basketball coach Travis Traphagen going into a big weekend, final regular season weekend. You got Minnesota State coming in at 6 o'clock on Friday and Concordia St. Paul coming in at 4 o'clock Saturday. What are some things you're looking at, how the practice go this week, going into the week?
Yeah, we've had a good week of practice, considering you come off 2 losses. Tough road trip against Wayne State where we lost in overtime, and then played Augustana, a big rival game on Saturday where, quite honestly, they were the better team on that day. They jumped out big on us, and we had a lot of fight to come back, but again, just made too many mistakes, and they capitalized on a lot of those. And really what our message to our team this week is, if we can win 2 this weekend, we give ourselves an opportunity for that first round for the tournament is a home game. So again, sometimes it's when you look at the 2 teams we play, Mankato, Concordia, 2 traditionally powers in our league. We had 2 good games with them both times. This last time, Concordia beat us by, I believe, 4, where we were up 1 with about 1:10 to play. And then in Mankato, they were up fairly comfortably on us, I thought. We made a nice comeback and got it down to 2 points with about a minute and a half to play. So both teams are very beatable. There's a ton to play for. 1, for us, playing for a home court. 2, Mankato is playing for the regional bid. I believe they were ranked number 7 in the region here this week. So they're right on thin ice where they need to make sure that they win. So they'll have a lot to play for. And Concordia, they're doing the same thing. They struggled last weekend, but again, here's a team a year ago that came into really the conference tournament, just starting to get hot and really made the Elite 8. So right now, for us, it's about being the best basketball team we can. We just had some lulls both games here this last weekend that cost us an opportunity to win both games. So had a good week of practice. Now it really comes down to this weekend's meaningful. If we can play well and give ourselves, even if we were to split and have to play on the road, you just want to be playing good basketball because we want to give ourselves an opportunity to get to the Pentagon and play and give ourselves an opportunity to win that tournament.
And senior day coming up on Saturday. You only have one senior, Jaicee Ulmer. What can you speak about her career that she's had at USF?
I think Jace each year has kind of taken that step. She's had some really big games this year offensively. Just that kid that's going to probably be known for, making big baskets at big times. Watching film against Concordia the first time, she had 20-plus points and looked really good hitting a 3. So yeah, Jace is one of those kids that could always be hard to replace in terms of just being able to put the basketball, in the hole at times. So, she's been a fun kid to coach, through her 4 years. And each year, just you always hope that each kid gets better and better and better. And I think she's kind of solidified that. She's went off the bench this year at times. She started sometimes. She might even come off the bench here potentially this weekend. Just to be able to get that firepower off the bench. It's just something you can't replicate. So she's been a joy to coach, and it'd sure be nice. Just like every coach in the country would say, is you hope that you can send your seniors out with a win on senior day. And I'm sure for a lot of our kids that, just love Jace. Our team is very close-knit. And I think a lot of them, if I sat here right now and talked about this being Jace's last home game, and we probably have about 3 of the kids starting to cry. So I think, that just being at home, being a meaningful game, I'm really excited, not only just for Jace, but for our team to be able to represent her in the best way we can.
Mm-hmm. And jumping forward to Saturday, you've got Kiana Nix. She's best shot blocker in the conference, and then Sammy Connect's right behind her. She's just a half block behind her on the averages. And is that something you guys are looking at in terms of scouting her?
Kiana never even got to play that much in our first game. She's not probably scoring at the level. I'm careful for what I say. By the time I say that, she'll go off. But she's really in there as a defensive presence, blocking shots, rebounding, and she'll match up against Sam. And I don't know if we'll have Sammy guard her or not. We'll kind of see. But yeah, it's one of those things that we'll attack her. And Kiana's a presence. There's no question. She blocks tons of shots that we just try to say, hey, get into her body, and make sure that we try to get her in foul trouble as well. Where the last time Nix maybe didn't play as much than Barden, their other 4-man came in and had a really nice game. I think had 16, 17 points against us, and she kind of, with her and Lauren Shiflett, their 2 kids off the bench, were really kind of the difference in the game. So yeah, it's not something that we'll talk about. We're definitely aware of that, her abilities there. But to me, when you have Whiting, who's the reigning conference player of the year, or one of them, and then you have Amisha Carney, who just a week ago they beat Mankato and she goes off for 27. I mean, they have lots of weapons that, they're a great team. There's not one kid that we're just going to worry about, but I mean, we got to do a good effort really just to be able to take them away as much as we can. So, and that game on Saturday is very meaningful. If we were to win that game on Friday, hey, we win on Saturday, we could vault ourselves to number 4. But I mean, if we lose that game on Saturday, that can almost take us down to 6th, because of a tiebreaker thing. So we're going to take them one at a time. We're excited for our last weekend. It's just kind of nice that, we would love to say that we don't have to make another road trip this year, in all honesty. But if we don't take care of business, we'll be back on the bus going someplace, more than likely here on Wednesday this next week.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend. And that's Minnesota State, 6 o'clock on Friday, and Saturday, Concordia St. Paul at 4. Good luck.
Thanks.